Hello once again. I take it that you're ready to start a new piece. This time it's from Brazil, and this piece is known as SONS DE CARRILHOES, or sounds of bells or sounds of chimes. This is from a jazz a rhythmic genre known as a Choro. Some people would pronounce it as a Choro. I prefer Choro. Alright, so this is written in 2/4 time, and you'll notice that the sixth string is tuned to D. Right, so let's get started. You'll notice in the first bar we have a rest for the first beat, and then we have 3 semiquavers. Now semiquavers, that is a beat, or a crotchet beat divided into 4 equal parts, and you notice that you only have to play 3. So therefore, it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so find these notes. You have a half bar at 7. Half bar means only to the 3rd string, and then in bar 2. You still keep the half bar at 7. Second beat, you then shift to the 5th position. So therefore the first part and bar 1 would be in bar 2. We then have, because your 6th string is tuned to D, obviously you're going to find the E now at the 2nd fret. I think it's advisable to use fingers 2 and 3 rather than 1 and 2. So that you would use a 3rd finger for the C sharp to hammer down onto C sharp. And now for bar number 3, you're going to leave your 4th finger on the 2nd string and slide it across to the 7th fret to then hold a bar at 5, and then find those notes. Right, if I play it from the beginning to the end of that line. Once more. Measure 5, you're in the 2nd position. This is measure 5. Measure 6. And there as well, use your 2nd and 3rd finger. Right, so if I play measure 5 and 6, it then becomes this. Measure 7, you will then drag your 2nd and 3rd finger to the 2nd fret as well. And this we had before. Right, so 5 to 5, 6, 7 and 8 is there for this. Once more. Measure 9, it's similar to measure 8, as rather to measure 5. And the second half of 9 goes back to the beginning. So measure 9. And then we have had this already. Right, I'll play the 9, 10, 11 and 12. Once again, 9 to 12. Measure 13 we've also had before. Then 12 we have a run, so I'll do it slowly from the D sharp. So use the fingering, 1, 4, 2, 1, 1. And at the D sharp with the first finger now you hammer it down onto F sharp as well. So measure 14 is this. Then at measure 15, once more. And measure 16. And there, for the next two chords, I suggest to use 1 and 2. So 13, 14, 15 and 16. Just one thing about measure 14 is that your bass note, your 6th string D will be sounding from the last beat in measure 13. You need to mute it when you are playing 14. So for example, you're going from 13 and there. Once you start playing the D sharp, I want you to place your thumb back on the 6th string so you can silence it. And now we get to reach the end of section 1, which is just the chord of D major. Now the reason that I mentioned to use fingers 1 and 2 in measure 16, because then you can just use your second finger to slide to the D, and the last part of measure 17 takes us back to the beginning. Alright, then you would go back to the beginning, at the repeat sign at the beginning, that is, and then when you get down to the end of the second section, after bar 16, you then skip and you play bar 18. So it becomes, from the 16 it becomes, alright, that is bracket 2 at measure 18. Now on to the second section. Now we change to the chord of G. Notice also that the first section that we played, we were using 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. That means that we were in the key of D major. Now we change and we're now in the key of G only, which means that there's only 1 sharp, F sharp. So find those notes for measure 19. Here we need, for measure 20, we need a half bar at, or rather a bar to the 4th string at fret 5. Right, if I play the line from the second bracket, that is measure 18, to the end of that line, once more. At measure 21, we still have the bar at 5, but now your bar needs to reach up to the 5th string. So because we'll be playing the D bass, not on the open 4th, but on the 5th string. On count 2, in measure 22, just please observe that you need to lift your 3rd finger to get the E under the bar. Then measure 22, we now have a half bar at 7. And on count 2 in measure 22, open 3rd string. So 21 and 22 sounds like this. And then we have harmonics in measure 23. 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string, In measure 24, we still have a bar at 7, half bar at 7, and now it becomes right. I'll play from 21 through to 22, 23 and 24. Once more. At measure 25, I want you to, your second finger was on the third string at 24. So you're going to slide your third finger back to get that C sharp, and you're back to a half bar at 5. This we've played before. '25 ends with the fourth finger on F sharp. You drag your fourth finger along the second string to the E, and there you will form a bar at 3, half bar at 3. So 25 and 26. And from 27, we are back to what we were doing earlier at the start of the second section. That has been done before. Okay, so I'll play it from 25, 26, 27 and 28. Once more. At measure 29, also notes that we've played before. '30, what we've had before. 30 is what we've had before. So what we've not had is 31 and 32, which now is, alright, after at 29 you end up playing, I want you to keep your first and third fingers down, slide it back to the 7th position, then at measure 32, it is necessary to use all 4 fingers for that chord, for that A minor chord with the C bass. Now I want you to slide that shape right across to the 4th position. Right, I'll do 29, 30, 31 and 32. Once again. Measure 33. Now we just change to the chord of G major. You can place a full boy 3. And the first bracket, so 33 and 34. At which point you then go back to the start of the second section, and on your return you then at measure 33 skip to the second bracket, which just ends, and that takes you back to the sign at the beginning in measure 1, and you play from that point, and you then end at the fin sign in the second bracket, the end of the first section. Right, I hope that you enjoy practicing this piece. Until next time, thank you.